In this video, I will show how to factor a trinomial, which is not quadratic, but can be written or can be converted to a quadratic. So let's take a look at this trinomial, and the first thing we should always try and find is the greatest common factor. So in this case, all these three terms have something in common, and the larger the common factor that you'll factor, the better it is for the further factoring. So what do 12 x cubed, 15x squared, and 18x have in common? Well, 12 is 3 times 2 times 2, 15 is 3 times 5, and 18 is 3 times 2 times 3. So they all have 3 in common, and the lowest power of x will be the power of the x that is going to be part of the greatest common factor. So we first going to factor out 3x, and what's left is 4x squared plus 5x minus 6. And although it wasn't quadratic trinomial at the beginning, now we clearly see quadratic trinomial in this factoring. So to continue, we're going to factor this quadratic trinomial, and to factor this quadratic trinomial, we're going to look for two numbers whose product is equal to the leading coefficient times the free coefficient, so in this case negative 24, and whose sum is equal to 5, which is the middle coefficient. So we have negative 1, 24, that doesn't work, negative 2, 12, doesn't work, negative 3, 8, negative 3, 8 actually works. Since this is the this is a trinomial with the leading coefficient not equal to 1, we are not going to factor it right away, but we're going to use the two numbers that we found to rewrite the middle term into the sum of two terms, and then we're going to proceed by grouping. So 4x and 3x, 4x squared and 3x have x in common, 8x and 6 have 2 in common. So we're going to factor out x from the first two, we're going to factor out 2 from this second pair, and now we see clearly that 4x minus 3 can be factored out, and we have x plus 2 left. So going back to the original problem, we're going to finish it by rewriting the quadratic trinomial as the product of 4x minus 3 by x plus 2.